Alright, here we go as we are back into action here on Behind the Arc Basketball, covering play-by-play today. Cincinnati versus Temple just ended, so we're going to get into this game as I'll be covering this game play-by-play. Join in progress. I know Vaughn's happy about this one as I'm finally calling my first ever game for Cal 2 years into the channel. My first ever game for Stanford as well. I was supposed to cover Stanford for the Maui Invitational, but I lost power on that night as they were took on in their season opener against Alabama, but finally, as we'll be able to cover these two teams for the first time tonight in action, as we're going to join in progress in just a moment. Cincinnati Temple just finished. The three-point shot just off the mark as Cincinnati able to hold on, get the W over Temple, 63-60 the final score as Cincinnati gets their fourth victory of the season here. So we got some rare Pac-12 basketball action going on tonight between these two teams going down. So I just took a look at the scoreboard here. It's Stanford 4, California 2 as we will join this one in progress. We take a look at it so far in this game. Stanford were there 4 points scored by Oscar da Silva. He is the leading scorer from the Pac-12 conference this season. So we join in progress, 17:40 left to go in the first half. This one is at Cal's court here for the Golden Bears at Berkeley, California. And California in the yellow uniforms, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters. Stanford in the red jerseys. It's going to be Stanford's basketball. So Stanford gets the inbound. He move it out to the left wing. Mitchell O'Connell dribbles now, free throw circle, takes the jumper off the back rim, no good, rebound Cal. 17.5 left to go, Cal ball. First time covering Cal on the channel, Mikhail Foreman. Moves it out to Bentley at the left wing. Moves it over top of the key to Matt Bradley, the leading scorer for California this season, averaging over 18 points per game. He's only played 11 games this season due to injury, though. Bradley, pass underneath. He's going to get blocked out of bounds by Stanford. Cal will get it back with 17-11. Yeah, that was crazy. That shot for Temple almost went in. What a forced overtime. 17-11 left to go in the first half of this one. So we welcome you guys onto the stream here. Yeah, I've got Stanford as well, but hopefully Cal's able to make it a close game today. Cal will take a three. They let it fly off the top of the backboard. No good, though. Rebound Stanford. Stanford ball, 17 minutes left to go. The Cardinal have it at the top of the free throw circle. Back outside to Jaden Dallaire. He dribbles back of the free throw circle again. Bounce pass over to Da Silva. Oscar Da Silva backs his way inside the post. Right baseline. Floats it up, but it gets stolen away by Cal. Lars Diamond with a steal here for the Golden Bears. They got it back with 16:35 left to go. Mikhail Foreman passes back out to the top to Matt Bradley. Bradley moves it over into the hands of Intesevich here. Intesevich drives inside. Passes back outside. Now at the right elbow, Foreman floats it up. No good off the back rim. Rebound Da Silva for Stanford. Hey, what's good, Will? Welcome to the stream. Jazz cooking tonight. Looking good for Utah. 73-56. Appreciate it for the update there. 16:10 remaining. Stanford with the ball. Low scoring game so far. Stanford moves it back outside to the left corner. They take a three. Splash. Hits it for the left corner triple as that one goes down by Jaden Dallaire. So 7-2 Stanford. 15:50 remaining. It's going to be Cal basketball. Yeah, this is the first Cal game I've watched as well this season. Left corner three. Cal hits it wide open. Matt Bradley, the one who's going to have a big game if Cal is able to win this game. He is the California Golden Bears team for Matt Bradley. They got a record in conference play only 2-10, but Matt Bradley did miss. He did miss some of those games due to injury. He is back though, so that is huge for this team. Stanford passes inside. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a turnover by Stanford. It's going to go right back over to Cal. So Cal is in this game so far through the first 4.5 minutes. 15:28 left to go first half as we're going to head to timeout, it appears to be. Alright, so right now in this timeout here, Oregon did play Cal. So Oregon played Cal back on New Year's Eve. Oregon beat Cal by 13, 82-69 on New Year's Eve. So that's the only game they played Cal this season so far. Oregon's yet to play UCLA. That's the game there. Oregon versus UCLA. Like, it's either Oregon and UCLA. It's more like, is Oregon allergic to UCLA? That's the thing. Because that game has got postponed not once, Not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. Oregon versus UCLA got postponed. That game got postponed 4 times between Oregon versus UCLA. This is too bad. Oregon's gone on 2 separate pauses. They started out the season late too, so it's just tough for Oregon. They're coming back to action finally tonight against Washington State. Wow, holy smokes. Yeah, Joel Embiid torching the Blazers. No surprise there. I had talked about the last game, how that was in the last game, that was going to be a bad matchup. Oh my gosh. At halftime, Joel Embiid's got 31 points at halftime, and the game's tied. Blazers-Sixers, 57-57. Joel Embiid with 31 points. That is insane. Mavs looking good. That's a high-scoring game. 85-83 over Golden State. Kelly Oubre has got himself 25 points for the Warriors tonight. Utah Jazz at the end of the third leading the Hawks 80-63. And then the Rockets out to an 11-6 lead over the Memphis Grizzlies. Wow. Gonzaga with another slow start. Thanks so much for the update there, Connor. Pacific leading Gonzaga right now 9-3. Okay, so we're going to get back to action here in just a moment into this one. Warriors-Blazers trade. Maybe throwing in a piece there for the thing is the front court for Portland's, because Nurkic is always hurt, but at least I feel like Golden State could get something out of Nurkic, because he's been great. So Portland might move on from him in the future, but he has been great when he has been healthy and in there. So we are back to action. Right corner 3. Cal misses off the mark. Rebound Stanford. Probably for somebody, like I was going to say if Oubre doesn't progress, but Oubre is good tonight. The thing with him is just his consistency this season. He's been all over the place. Yeah, so Oubre is at least doing something for my fantasy team. Yeah, so some games he finishes with like 5 points and 13 missed shots. Other games like tonight, he just has gone off. So 7-5 to score, 14:45 left to go first half. It's going to be California basketball. They pass it out top of the key. It's going to be Matt Bradley. Dribbles to the left wing. Bradley pass over to the top once again. Jared Heidner puts it at the right baseline. Shot fake, puts it up by Anticevic. No good. Rebound Stanford. Stanford ball with 14.5 left to go. LeBron is 3 made field goals behind third all time, and people say he can't score. Inside, Stanford with another bucket, good for 2 by Jaden Dallaire. He's having a great season during his junior year at Stanford. He's averaging 13 points per game. He's come out of nowhere this season. Pass inside. That'll be a personal foul picked up by Stanford. Number 5, Michael O'Connell picks up the personal. It's going to send Cal to the line shooting 2. So Cal hanging into the game, unlike Washington. Washington getting destroyed right off the bat against Oregon State. 21-6 the score. Minnesota ain't looking good either. Rutgers up against Minnesota 7-zip. Colorado State out to a hot 12-7 lead over Wyoming. And Utah State up against Fresno State 12-6. Hey, what's good, Steve Young? Welcome to the stream here, man. Appreciate it for stopping them by. Yeah, I haven't covered much Pac-12 this year, so I wanted to cover a Pac-12 game. So a West Coast night. We've rarely had West Coast streams this season for me, but a lot of West Coast teams in action tonight. Cal hits the free throw. They went 1 for 2 that trip of the line. Second one was the good one. 14 minutes left to go. Cal hanging in there right now against Stanford. Stanford now with the ball. They're going to take it past half court. Stanford at the top of the key. Bounce pass to the left wing now into the hands of Oscar da Silva, and they travel with it. So turnover Stanford, and it's going to go right back over to Cal. So Cal hanging in there. Very low scoring game so far. This is what I like to see. I like to see close games. I'm glad that this game's not a blowout from the start. Pacific, Yeah, Pacific came to play against Gonzaga. Unbelievable. 13:40 left to go. Cal now with the ball. They move it over to the right wing. Into the hands of Joel Brown. He dribbles right baseline, guarded by De Silva. Joel Brown dribbles back around the perimeter. Moves it out to the left corner. Heidner passes inside. Ball gets deflected, stolen away as he jumps the route, and Stanford picks it off there by Spencer Jones. Here goes the Cardinal. Outside to Jones. Jones at the left wing dribbles towards the top. Passes back outside to De Silva. Oscar De Silva left baseline. Dribble. He's going to float it up. He gets fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line and shoot two. Cal picks up the personal foul. It's going to be picked up here. Number 33, DJ Thorpe, his first. And 2 free throws by Oscar De Silva. .77% on the season. First one is good. So finally, somebody here on the board's got double digits tonight. Through the first 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Second free throw coming up at the line. Oscar De Silva drills it. And Stanford by 5. 13:10 left to go. Cal will have the ball. They take it past half court. Joel Brown bounce past the right baseline into the hands of Matt Bradley. Backs his way as he is double teamed. Floats it up at the right baseline and he is down. And that's a foul call on the court though. Clock will stop with 13 minutes. Alright, so Matt Bradley shooting 2 coming up in the line for Cal. First one, he got it. Second free throw is good. 11-8 to score. 13 minutes left to go. It's going to be Stanford basketball. They take it past half court. Cardinal have it top of the key. It's going to be Noah Tates here as he lost control of the ball. Cal gets it back here off the steal. Cal moves it around the perimeter. Right baseline dribble. Back outside. Shot fake at the right wing. They'll take the 3 for the tie, and they got it. Tie game, 11-11. No Super Bowl on Sunday. I'm gonna be watching it with my family. Wow, Gonzaga ties it up at 9. Yep, didn't take too much to tie that game up. Yeah, I covered the Super Bowl last year. Not too many people went on the stream. Cal passes it inside, at the left baseline, dishes it, it's going to be Stanford underneath, and that's good for 2 by Stanford. 13-11 the score, approaching 12 minutes remaining. Man, Warriors-Mavs, that's a lot of points in that one. I plan on doing Daytona 500, hopefully. Cal inside gets a block. Second chance, though. That is good for 2 up and in off the backboard. Tie game, 13 even. This game moved by fast so far. 3 fouls by Stanford, 2 by Cal. It's not like on Tuesday night, Indiana, Illinois, where we're just so many fouls in that game. Stanford has it, and they're going to get called with a double dribble. Turnover, it will go right back over to Cal. And a media timeout on the court. Yeah, really hope that Matty D pulls it out. So we go to a timeout here. Yeah, it's too bad. We only got like 7 people watching here on this stream. I tried this out because I wasn't sure like if other people were gonna stream this game. And people just keep on streaming these games, and it takes away from my channel or so. Like every single game lately that I've streamed or so lately, it's just hasn't been able to gain subscribers. We have lost, believe it or not, we have lost over 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I went back to my analytics, and we would have hit 10,000 already. I think we lost like over 1,800 subs. It's too bad. It's yeah, so far not a bad game in this one. It's like people subscribe to my channel and then they quit. It's like I'm trying to do the best content for you guys out there, and it's, whatever I do, people just keep on streaming it illegally and they get away with it. It's too bad. It really is. I wanted to cover the first one because that was a really good game. There was a good amount of people in that one, but everybody was basically on the channel. But yeah, I honestly thought this would be way more people. Hey, thanks so much, Warren. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I thought that those people that's streaming this game right now would not stream this one, but they are. Hey, thanks so much, Steve. Appreciate it, man. What's good, Louise? Welcome on the stream here, man. Vaughn's getting closer and closer in his fantasy matchup right now. There you go, man. Hey, appreciate it, man, Uncle Luke. Yeah, it's more like the people that show in the games and stuff that takes it away. Because I did college last year, and my numbers were pounding. Like, they were big. Like a year ago when I covered Duke against UNC, we got over 8,000 people who viewed that stream. We're not even sure if we're gonna... if we're gonna have that, like I plan on covering Duke versus UNC on Saturday, but just, it's totally different this season. There was a lot of people at the end of Oklahoma, Alabama, but that's because they actually cracked down on that video and did something about it. So we're back into action now. Cal drove straight away to the bucket and they got fouled, so Cal will go to the free throw line. Or is it going to be a foul before? Okay, so it's going to be a foul before, so no free throws, actually. Go right back over to Cal. Yeah, in the NBA playoffs, I had over 4,500 people on my stream at one time. We had to put it into slow mode, like, constantly. 3-point shot off a step back. Cal drills it. Matt Bradley around the perimeter. So yeah, that Duke UNC game was like completely nothing to when I covered the NBA playoffs. We got one of our streams got over 125,000 views on the channel. Matt Bradley, by the way, with 8 points for Cal. Perfect 2 for 2 from the outside. Stanford now has it. At the left elbow, Stanford spin move. De Silva underneath, turn around, gutted a fall. That's good for 2. 16-15. Approaching the 10-minute mark remaining. Cal has it at the right wing. Andre Cali passes back out to Joel Brown. Back outside to Matt Bradley as he will move it over to the left corner. Ball gets deflected though out of bounds by Stanford. Clock will stop with 10:02. Hey, what's good? Welcome on the members, my man Edwin. Appreciate it, brother, for being a part here on the members squad. Let's get that member hype on the chat here from my man Edwin. Tomorrow night, I plan on covering Celtics versus Clippers. Late night game for tomorrow, so I'm going to get my sleep before that game. Yeah, they did it a ton last season. They were policing it really good on YouTube, but like they were doing it well back in November, but ever since we got into the new year, because the first game that I covered for college, that was my highest views. That was Rhode Island against Arizona State. I got over 4,000 views on the channel. I had over like 200 people in the stream for that game for URI versus Arizona State for the season opener, and then everything after that it just dropped. We had a couple of games that were really big or so, but a lot of those games were on Fox. Where they've taken away or so the streams, whereas for some reason ESPN just hasn't cracked down at them on them at all. Stanford's first one good at the line. Second shot coming up, that is good as well by Stanford. They lead at 17-16. It's going to be Cal basketball with 9:35 left to go. This game is moving by pretty fast, so that's the good thing about it so far. Cal has it, moves it back to the top of the key. Shot fake jumper, free throw circle. Off the mark, missed it. Rebound Stanford. Cardinal by 1. But a pretty good game. Stanford at the right wing. O'Connell moves it over. De Silva, pro hop inside. Missed the first one, able to get it back though, tips it up. That's good for 2. Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully Peyton Pritchard, yeah, I hope so, man, that he comes back tomorrow. Gonzaga now up. It's only by 1, though. 11-10. Still really early on in that game. Cal has it. 9 minutes left to go. Intisovic passes back outside to Bentley. Bentley lost control, but Stanford now with a steal. As they will dribble going coast to coast, they lay it up and in for 2 by Dallaire. So Stanford able to break away past couple possessions. They're up by 5. Alright, so we're going to go on a timeout here once again. Everyone is, right now we're just on a stoppage in time of this one. 21-16 to score, 8:48 left to go. And Stanford by 5. Yeah, so we welcome Edwin out here to the membership group. Edwin, the man here on the channel. I'm looking at my camera right here. Got a little bit smaller. I think I'm probably going to make it a bigger camera when we do go into groups or so. Probably adjust that over time. Alright, so we are back into this game. 21-16. Inside, California into the post. Floats up the hook shot. They get it for 2. Been an interesting matchup here. Approaching the 8-minute mark remaining. Stanford ball. Top of the key, Stanford. As they have it over to Max Murrow. Bounce pass off to Cut. Tries to put it up and gut it to fall. That's good for 2 off the backboard. Stanford able to land it. 8 minutes remaining. Cal will have it back. Dribble drive inside. Cal dishes underneath. Ball poked on the ground. It's going to get stolen away here off of traffic in the key. Stanford gets the steal. They move back around the perimeter. O'Connell passes left corner. Open 3. Stanford sinks it. Spencer Jones at the corner knocks it down. The largest lead of the game right now. Stanford up by 8. 7:25 left to go. 13-2 run by Stanford. Cal now with the ball. Cal's really struggled scoring this season. Just non-explosive team at the back half when it comes to defending the perimeter, and also in the back half of scoring this season. But Cal takes the jumper, and they make it from the top of the key by Matt Bradley. They need him to do everything possible in tonight's game here. The leading scorer by far, doubling the rest of his teammates in scoring this season. Matt Bradley averaging 18. The number 2 scorer in Cal is averaging around 9. Stanford inside, good for 2 more. 7-point game, under 7 minutes left to go before halftime. We're rolling through right now in this one. Joel Brown pass over to the top here. Intisovic moves over to Bradley, left baseline dribble. Hughes stripped to the ball. They're able to get it back though, and able to float it up, good for 2. Up and in off the backboard by Ryan Bentley. Made something basically out of nothing on that possession. Bentley now with 7. Stanford has it. Top of the key, Max Murrow. Back outside to Dallaire. Move it over for Stanford at the left corner. Spencer Jones passes this one over into the key to O'Connell. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Good for 2. Up and in. Yeah, moving by fast so far tonight. Approaching 6 left to go. Cal with it. Cal dribbles towards their right. Back over to the top of the key. Cal will take the 3. No good, though. Hit the front rim. Stanford going to get the rebounds. It's good to see that they're hanging in the game, though. Stanford missed the jumper. Rebound, Cal. Here goes Cal past half court. Foreman moves it back outside to the right corner. Fade away three. Bentley missed it off the mark. Tipped up in the air. Stanford going to come up with a rebound. A little bit of pushing and shoving there. The ball's going to get tapped out of bounds by Cal. Hey, welcome in. I don't know anymore. So right now, stoppage in time. 5:31 left to go. Gonzaga taking on Pacific here currently for another one of these games. And yeah, Gonzaga trailing 15-13 Pacific. Leading it with 9:27 left to go. Man. Oregon State leading Washington 27-21. The score in that one. Rutgers up against Minnesota 20-18. Belmont crushing Eastern Illinois 55-32 currently. The Von Hook Derby out here for this one. Hey, what's going on, Armando? Welcome on the stream here, man. Hope all is going well. Glad to have you back, bud. Hey, I hope you can get better, man. Yeah, it's too bad. I remember when we had 4,500 viewers. Yep. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for next season or so for college, if I'm just going to do the NBA or so, or if I'm going to go towards like a different route or so. It's too bad. Almost at 10,000. These people streaming the games illegally, though. It's too bad, because I enjoy what I'm doing here, and covering these games. It's been great games that I've covered. It's just these people just keep on streaming the games, and it's unfortunate. It was never like this. So I'm probably gonna expand it more to other content, hopefully in the future or so, because some of these days I finish my stream and stuff like that, and I wonder if I'm getting any place or anything. I really do. I had a lot of that in the bubble too, with some of those games, and then the channel just blew up. Hopefully it happens for March Madness though. Yeah, I really do hope so, man. Hopefully for March Madness it'll be huge. Only time will tell, I guess. We got a month remaining before Selection Sunday. The big thing is people have been streaming these games illegally, and it's been all of the college games lately. They must have millions of servers or something that they hook it up to. 30-23 the score. Really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Stanford has it around the perimeter. Pass inside underneath De Silva. Shot fake as he will put it up in for two. That's good in the post. 32-23, approaching 5 left to go. Yeah, I think we can probably get some good numbers on Saturday night with Golden State and Dallas for the ABC game. Because last week when I covered Celtics Lakers, we got a ton of people out for that one. I thought that this game would be pulling in quite a bit of numbers though, and nobody would stream it though. And it looks like there's 2 people showing the game right now. Cal inside, that's good off the tip and good for 2. 4.5 left to go. Stanford has it. Cal's hanging in this game tonight. And Stanford going to turn it over as they push off, call for the offensive foul. Number 23 for Stanford picks up the foul with the freshman Brandon Angel. So Cal will get it back. Looks like Golden State's going to win the game. Let's see here. Yep, 110-95. What a game. Well, it's the third quarter, so they still have a fourth quarter remaining. But, man, what a night for Kelly Oubre. Holy smokes. 32.7 rebounds and 2 assists. Moving on to the fourth quarter in that game. Pass underneath off the cut. Good for 2 by Cal. They put it up and in off the backboard. Yeah, I hope so. That would be phenomenal. I don't know anymore. If people aren't getting away with showing the game. If CBS and Turner Sports and NCAA March Madness cracks down on that, oh yeah, we have potential to hit 12K. If we're the only one streaming the game, calling the game out there. But yeah, if people are gonna show the game, then it's too bad. It's really sad because I remember we covered Louisville, Kentucky back in 2019, Duke against UNC last season in 2020. Those are the top two college streams. Duke against UNC got over 8,000 views. And on Saturday is Duke versus UNC again. That's going to be a 3 taken by Cal. He missed it off the mark, no good. Rebound Stanford with 3.5 left to go. Good thing about this game is that it's moving by fast here. Stanford feeds it inside. Underneath, going to float it up off the top of the backboard, no good. Rebound Cal. Golden Bears have it with Joel Brown. Brown moves it back out to the top into the hands of Anticevich. Anticevich bounce pass over to Andre Kelly. Puts it up off the turnaround, good for 2. 34-29 to score. Slowly creeping into this one for California. By the way, the Blazers crushing the Sixers tonight. Joel Embiid doing everything possible for the Sixers, but it's just not working. Wow. Gary Trent Jr., 22 points for Portland. Joel Embiid, 35 points out of the 69. And no Damian Lillard. No Damian Lillard for Portland tonight, and no problem for the Blazers leading by 20 over Philadelphia. And Philadelphia is at home. Unbelievable. Cal takes a 3-point shot, missed it off the mark. Rebound Stanford. There's a foul, though, and it's picked up by Cal here. Clock will stop with 2:41. Yeah, hopefully that can actually work out and they don't hide you illegally for that or do anything. As we're going to go to the timeout here, folks, in this one, 34-29 to score. California hanging in there throughout the game. 2:41 remaining as we take a look at other scores currently. Gonzaga Pacific tied up at 15 even right now. Gonzaga out to a really slow start, and there's 7:12 left to go in the first half remaining between Gonzaga and Pacific in that one. Oregon State up by 8 over Washington, 36-28. Belmont looking good over Eastern Illinois. They're going to improve to 19-1. They're a bracket buster in the tournament, 60-35. Minnesota by 2 over Rutgers, 25-23. Colorado State leading Wyoming, 25-24. Utah State up against Fresno State, 28-23. So those are a couple of scores, college hoops tonight. I appreciate my man Warren. Braden's about 35 points away from being up 600, it looks like. Big fantasy week for you. And the NBA tonight, as we take a look right now, scores for NBA games. Portland Trail Blazers lead the Sixers 89-71. End of the third quarter, Golden State up against Dallas 110-96. And then the Rockets lead the Grizzlies 34-27. What's impressive by Portland's winning is that they're on the road at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is 10-1 at home this season, and Portland's without Damian Lillard tonight either. So yeah, Vaughn had to add and drop players today because he wanted to put an effort into fantasy basketball and beat a good opponent this week. That's good for you, man. Hopefully you'll be able to get the dub out there for this week. Alright, so we're going to get right back into this one in just a moment, guys. California hanging in. Only a 5-point game currently between these two teams right now. Matt Bradley for Cal, the leading scorer this season, already with 11 here. He's going to have a monster game if Cal wants to make this close, possibly pull off an upset in this one. Like we've seen so many upsets this season for college hoops, this would be a major upset here if it does happen tonight, because California, this team is basically Matt Bradley. He came into this game averaging over 18 points per game, and the rest of his team is averaging under 10 points. He's the only one averaging in double digits per points per game this season. Yeah, Gonzaga's trailing. Ain't that crazy? Wow. 19-18 with under 6 minutes left to go before halftime. So we're back into action now. It's going to be Stanford basketball. Stanford going to dribble past the half-court logo. Noah Tates puts the ball at the top of the key into the hands of Dallaire. Dallaire bounce pass right baseline over to Da Silva. And Da Silva gets fouled here. Clock will stop with 2:25. Hey, what's good, Ty? Welcome to the stream, man. Do I think Golden State could trade for Luka, AD, Zion, Booker, CP3, or Russell Westbrook? I'll say no right now. Yeah, all those players basically franchise players. CP3, he's more towards the end of his career, so maybe down the line in the future for CP3. Probably the most likely candidate, I'd predict there. Hey, what's good, dude? Darren, welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, unbelievable that Gonzaga is Gonzaga now winning against Pacific, 23-19, but it's close. 2:10 left to go in the first half. Stanford just hit both of their shots to the free throw line. Cal takes the jumper. There's a foul picked up by Stanford. The clock will stop again with 2:09. What games am I doing on Saturday? Not sure just yet, but probably going to do Oklahoma State, Texas at 3. Probably going to throw in Duke against UNC at 6 in there. And I plan on doing the night game. The definite one is the NBA one at night between Dallas and Golden State. So that one I definitely want to do is Dallas Golden State at night. Hey, awesome, man. That's going to be a late game. Hey, we're going to dono. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it for Go Cards Go here with a dono on the stream. Let's get that dono hype in the chat here. Yeah, we don't need VH on the stream anymore. That's not a good man. Gotta be a good man. That was not a positive man. That's like all the bullies on Andy Katz's March Madness stream, saying about how Andy's a Duke hater and everything. He got so much hate on one of his Power 36 videos a couple weeks ago. Like, he started out the stream, he was like, look at the hate, man. Absolutely, look at the hate. 2:09 left to go. Okay, so they sorted out a couple of things there. Stanford missed the first free throw at the line. Second shot missed it as well. It's going to go back to Stanford, too. So Stanford ball approaching 2 minutes left to go. They'll float it up in the key, and that will be good for 2 by Stanford. 38-29 to score, minute 50 remaining. Cal has it at the top. Betley at the left wing perimeter moves it out to the top of the key, and Tisevich bounce pass inside over to DJ Thorpe. Back out around the perimeter. Joel Brown on the ground with the basketball. Lost control of it. Stanford comes up with a steal. Move it over left baseline. Stanford drives inside. Shot gets blocked underneath, and it's going to go over to Cal, but a late foul picked up here. It's going to be on California. It looks like Pop here, I think, for the call. So, minute 26 remaining. Hey, no problem, Vaughn. Yeah, it's unbelievable, people. we got here? Nice rude people in the world. I have the same reaction as that too. I just read it and shrug like, yeah. Come on, man. Be a better man. Stanford steals it. It's good for 2 with a layup. Let's see here. Alabama, Missouri. Missouri's lost 3 games in the conference, so Alabama would still be on top because Alabama's 10-0. So Alabama 10-0 in the conference. So even if Missouri had won that game, Missouri's 4 games behind Alabama since Missouri's at 5-3. 35 seconds remaining right now before halftime. Stanford just scored again. So it's 42-29 to score. Cal puts it up, no good, off the mark. Rebound Stanford, final 25 seconds. So Stanford breaking away a couple minutes ago late in this one. Yeah, the Einstein Bowl in this game, Steve puts out. 2 very smart schools indeed. Stanford will take a timeout. 23 seconds remain. Yep, totally agree there, Vegas. Whoever that person is, come back with an account that you were granted the blue wrench. And we'll see you when you get here. We will see you when you come back with a blue wrench account. That's the only account I want you to ever come back with ever again. The blue wrench account. So I can hit those 3 dots to the right side and gladly take away that blue wrench from you. And the person who's been on the stream has been in here when I've done college basketball streams for over a year, basically. So yeah, we're jogging your memory all the way back. That's what we're doing. 23 seconds left to go. It's going to be Stanford basketball. Ball now into the hands of number 20, Noah Tate, as he dribbles towards the left wing. 14 seconds left to go. Stanford at the top of the key. Bounce pass over to the right baseline. Inside now, over to Da Silva. Puts it up in the post. No good. Rebound Cal. 2 seconds remaining. Cal turns it over. Stanford takes a 3. Hit the front rim. No good. And we go into halftime. That could have been dangerous. So we are actually, we're still on the timeout anyway, but I'll plug in this. So we're back from the timeout anyway, but yeah, we just finished off. So that is it here, folks. First half in the book already. Moving to halftime. 42-29, so we are at halftime here. Cal did not score a single point in over the last 3 minutes. Oh, I got you there, Ty. So yeah, what he meant was that Missouri would be the best. Okay, I got you there. So yeah, they would be the only team that would beat the best team in the conference against Alabama. Let's see, look at the Gonzaga game. Let's see. Wow, tied up. Gonzaga Pacific 25-25 with 2:15 left to go in the first half. This is ridiculous. Like every single night, all the upsets. Unbelievable. It's quite crazy. Man. Holy smokes. One of the players for Pacific already has himself 9 rebounds. Gonzaga's shooting the ball at 36% from the floor. That is unheard of. 1 for 7 from 3-point range. Corey Kisper's yet to hit a 3. He's a 3-point specialist specifically for Corey Kisper. Very good 3-point shooter. Jalen Suggs has got 8 points, leading scorer for Gonzaga. But for Pacific, yeah, they already have a player with 9 rebounds for Pacific. Pacific is out rebounding Gonzaga 20-14. That's unbelievable. 25-25 with 1:45 left to go in the first half. Yeah, if Pacific wins that game, just automatically get them to an NCAA tournament bid. Just give them a tournament bid there for Pacific. Because if you top off Gonzaga, you've earned it. Wow. The wild and wacky days of college sports. It's insane what's going on. So we're just at halftime between these two teams currently. I'm going to bring up the WCC here. I'm interested to know where is Pacific in that rankings for the standings. Pacific's all the way back at 2-3 in the conference, 5-4 overall. So they've only played 9 games so far. Wow. So it goes Gonzaga, BYU, Santa Clara, Pepperdine, Loyola Marymount, San Francisco, Pacific. Pacific is 7th in the WCC. Pacific is winning, never mind. Gonzaga can score that fast. Oh, second half adjustments, they have made a ton of those. Because we've seen Baylor so far this year. They've struggled in the first half like they did against Auburn, and in the second half their threes just start to drop. Like that game when Cade Cunningham didn't play for Oklahoma State against Baylor. Baylor last 12 minutes with Jared Butler just took over. Would not be shocked if Gonzaga does that. Gonzaga trailing 30-28 against Pacific. Yeah, I got a feeling might see some upsets. Oh boy. By the way, low-key under-the-radar team that's going to bust some brackets, the Belmont Bruins. They're winning Eastern Illinois 70-46. Belmont's going to have a record of 19-1. Nobody's talking about Belmont. They're talking about either Drake or Winthrop, but Belmont's in the mix too. 19-1 for Belmont if they win this game tonight, which they should. They're up by 24 with under 7 minutes left to go. Oregon State winning against Washington 47-35. It's a high-scoring first half. Minnesota up against Rutgers at halftime 37-35. Minnesota's been cold lately. Rutgers has been doing better. It was about 2 weeks ago where Rutgers was really down in there. Yeah, there's a college team that plays. It's a different Oakland though, so it's not Oakland, California. It's a different Oakland. It's out in, I think it's out in Michigan. Yeah, Oakland University. It's out in Michigan, where it is. So it's not Oakland, California. It's out in Michigan. Yeah. Utah State only up by 4 at halftime, leading Fresno State 33-29. I was saying to myself, what if Wyoming actually does upset Colorado State? Well, it's happening. Wyoming 38-32, leading Colorado State right now at the half. That's a crusher for Colorado State, because Colorado State is one of the teams on the bubble. These two teams specifically on the bubble tonight, Colorado State and Utah State, in play right now. Mountain West could potentially have as much as 4 teams, as little as 1, that make it to the tournament between Boise State, San Diego State, Colorado State, Utah State. So a lot of stuff going down. Yeah, the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. So that's the team. They're on a Michigan for college basketball. By the way, updated score here for the NBA tonight. Utah Jazz has won. Jordan Clarkson, 23 off the bench tonight for him. Utah wins over the Hawks, 112-91. Golden State leading Dallas, 127-103 in the fourth quarter. Kelly Oubre Jr. looking good tonight, 34 points for him, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. And then Portland Trailblazers cooking, 103-84 over the Sixers in the last 9 minutes. Houston over to Memphis Grizzlies, 45-43. Yeah, upset, can you say? Pacific by 1 at the half, 32-31. Wow. By the way, another upset in the Pac-12. Utah winners tonight over Arizona, 73-58. So Arizona fell down in that one. Yeah, it's crazy that Pacific's up at halftime. Yeah, shocking for sure. Hmm. I'm trying to see here about Oracle Arena. I think it's supposed to be so so it's still up right now for Oracle, and it looks like there's supposed to be an indoor football team that's supposed to play in. Yeah, it looks like an indoor football team's supposed to play in there in 2022. Part of something called the Indoor Football League, the IFL. Hmm, interesting. Wow, wow. Highlights of Iowa and Ohio State already out. Great clips of that one. Oh man, yeah, what a game. That was a lot of scoring tonight between those two teams. Okay, so Oracle Arena is now called Oakland Arena. So they don't have the naming rights anymore for Oracle Arena. They lost the naming rights after the 2019 season, but it's now Oakland Arena. So that's where I guess in like an indoor football team's supposed to play now, starting at what I said 2022. Russell puts out, I can see Las Vegas buying Oakland University, making the Las Vegas Golden Grizzlies. Yep, that's too funny. Yeah, right now we're just at halftime. Waiting for the second half to begin in a little bit between these two teams. Who's going to have a good season next year? Well, the Blue Bloods should definitely have a much better season next year for Kentucky, Duke. Michigan State should have a much better season for next year. They got quite a bit of recruits coming in for next season. UNLV running Rebels. Yep, men's basketball team represents Las Vegas there. For the University of Nevada at Las Vegas. Yep, in the Mountain West Conference. What's good, Jordan Ones? Welcome to the stream here, man. Put 160 on Stanford. On the line for 5.5 and pulled out at halftime. You got himself easy 85 for that. Awesome, man. Yeah, Stanford pulled away here, second portion of this first half. Ended on an 8-zip run. Yeah, I remember when they were called that name there, the Philadelphia Warriors, to start out. Back in the day. So difference in this game, just Stanford, 61% from the floor, having themselves a big game inside in this one. And Cal, 41%. They were staying in this game. They were hanging in down by like 5 until like last like 3-4 minutes or so in the first half. That's when Stanford started to pull away in this game. Oscar da Silva looking good. Perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line, 5 for 9 from the floor here. Da Silva with 14 points, leading scorer for Stanford. Matt Bradley's going to have a big game tonight for Cal. He's got himself 11 currently so far. Yeah, I remember seeing that when I was looking at past championships with Philadelphia Warriors winning the first ever. Wow, yeah, 1947 over the Chicago Stags. Hey, welcome in, Hunter. I'm no Super Bowl play-by-play, unfortunately. I'm gonna watch it with my family this year. Yeah, last year I covered the Super Bowl for the football channel, but it felt like I missed like a ton of stuff. So I want to watch it with my family for this year, because I wasn't really able to enjoy the halftime show or anything, because when I'm streaming these games, I have to put the TV volume basically down to 0 for me to cover the game, because the audio can't go over on YouTube, and that's like a copyright thing. Because last year I just missed so much. I missed the commercials, couldn't hear the commercials. I was trying to look at the chat a lot when the commercials were going on, and then the halftime show was on, and I had to have the volume on like really low or so, and it's totally different. I'm gonna take the Bucks in that one, so I'm not gonna bet against Brady. Where I think Bronny is going to. Quite a while until that happens. Hey, you never know. Maybe he'll play for the Lakers with his dad. That would be cool to happen there. Yeah, I agree, Armando. Super Bowl commercials, definitely funny. By the way, Minnesota leading Rutgers at the half, 37-35. The big one, though, to update you guys with is Gonzaga losing at halftime against Pacific, 32-31. The score of that one. So we've seen some wild upsets. Villanova lost against St. John's last night. Creighton gave up 86 against Georgetown and lost. Houston fell against East Carolina, gave up 83. It's just outrageous how these games have gone lately. Oh, man. So here we go. Back to the second half. It's going to be Stanford basketball. The Cardinal take a pass half court, bounce past the left elbow. Ball into the hands of Jaden Dallaire. Through the first 10 seconds so far, Dallaire bounce passes over to the left elbow. Into the hands of Kisunasi, puts it up in the key, no good off the mark, rebound Cal. Golden Bears with the ball, 19:40 remaining. Cal gonna dribble past half court, top of the key, Joel Brown. Moves it over to the left wing, the thigh men back over to Brown. Feeds it inside off as he was triple teamed. Now double teamed. It's number 22, Andre Kelly. Moves it back around the perimeter. Cal has it. Dribbles to the left elbow. Cal passes back outside over to Bradley. Here goes Matt Bradley. Dishes to the right corner. Shot fake. Moves it out to the top of the key to the left wing. Bradley takes the three. It's up. Got it. Splash. Hits it. 42-32. The score. Matt Bradley with 14, leading score for Cal. Hey, what's good, Ethan? Welcome to the stream, man. No problem, brother. Yeah, it's been a wild night here. That is one thing. If Gonzaga loses, would that drop a lot? They should definitely be in the top 5 there. I think that's just an off game for Gonzaga. What's good, my man? Lomi No Sports. Appreciate it, brother, for stopping on by here, man. Hope all's going well. Spencer Jones with 2. 44-32. Cal has it inside the key. Puts it up, no good off the mark. Tipped up, out of bounds. Last touch by Stanford. It's going to be Cal ball. Vegas might grow a beard by 2025. Yeah, Bronny's is supposed to be drafted around 2025. Yeah, LeBron might retire before that. Cal has it off the pass inside. Missed it off the mark, no good. Rebound Stanford. Cardinal has the basketball with 18:20 left to go. Stanford passes left corner, Dallaire. on a one-on-one. Foul called on Bradley here. Clock will stop with 18-18. So Matt Bradley's been the one that's saving this team tonight for Cal. Yeah, Ethan hopes that Stanford wins tonight. I predicted Stanford would win tonight. I'm glad that Cal's not getting blown out, though. At least giving them a good game here. They're down by 12 right now. At least they're not down by like 20 currently. Yeah, Mikey Williams too. It'll be interesting to see where he goes to college for Mikey Williams. I think he's thinking about going to an HBCU. If he does so, because McCurr-Maker went to Howard, but more players I feel like is gonna follow that footsteps, and there's gonna be tougher teams to get out of the tournament in the future. Those 16 seeds that you usually see from the SWAC and the MEAC, they're going to be much better than the 16 in the future. That's one thing. Jumper. No good off the mark by Cal. They get the offensive rebound, though. They keep it alive. Thyman puts it at the left elbow. Dribbles to the free throw circle. Joel Brown back outside over to Bradley. Pass it to Matt Bradley. Moves it over. They're double teamed. They feed it inside the post. Big collision. It's going to be a Stanford foul. Clock will stop at 17:33. There we go, finishing the bio homework right now. That's always a good confidence booster. Cal passes it inside, underneath, gonna float it up, good for 2 in the foul. Andre Kelly hits it, has the chance to put it to single digits. Yeah, this is good that they're at least hanging in this game tonight for Cal. I wasn't sure if they were gonna get blown out or not tonight, but I'm glad that they're not down by like 20 plus right now. They hit the free throw. It's a 9-point game. Golden State won. Big W there for Golden State over Dallas. Disappointing season for Dallas, for the Mavs this year. 12-10 Golden State, 147. Holy smokes. Kelly Oubre, 40 points, man. 147-116, the W by Golden State. Portland, without Dame, they're gonna win it against the Sixers, 115-90 in the final final 4 minutes, just under that mark. So just under 4 minutes to play. California basketball again, and Stanford just turned it over. Cal has it at the top of the key. Thyman moves it now over to the left wing, back outside into the hands of Betley. Betley dribbles to the right wing. 15 in the shot clock. Moves it over to Bradley. Bradley at the left wing on a one-on-one. Matt Bradley. He dribbles. Moves it out to the free throw circle. Back out to Kelly. Kelly going to hand it off around the perimeter over to Brown. Joel Brown dribbles. Drives inside. Spin move. Able to get behind the defense. Good for 2. Guess what? We get ourselves a ball game. What a move there by Joel Brown. 16.5 left to go. Stanford ball. They have it at the right baseline. Moves it back outside to Da Silva. Oscar Da Silva dribbles towards his right. Hands it off and back to the top of the key. They have it for Stanford. Shot fake passes over left corner perimeter. Spencer Jones moves it back out to Da Silva. Takes the 3. Hit the front rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Dallaire keeps it alive. Dallaire spin move. Turn around. Hit the bottom part of the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Cal. 16 minutes left to go. Cal only down by 7 and they get the basketball. Cal passes over. Kelly open. He could take the 3, but instead going to dribble and hand it off to Bradley. Bradley bursts of speed. Drives inside. Blocking foul. That's going to be called with 15:57 left to go on the clock. And it's going to send, or actually no, it's going to be Matt Bradley with an offensive foul. So California there, Matt Bradley drives inside, and they're going to say Stanford took the charge. So Matt Bradley gets called for the offensive foul. It's going to go back over to Stanford with under 16 remaining. Welcoming Bradley back in here. Good game for California to come back into this one. Stanford on a 3-minute scoring drought. Yeah, this is a rivalry game. So Stanford-Cal, like the college football game with a band in the 70s there for the wild finish. What's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I haven't covered much Pac-12 in action this season, but decided to just randomly do it and see what we got for tonight. What's good here? Glad to have you in the stream, man. Yeah, Cal's hanging in there. We're also in the second half right now. So I'm going to update that. So we're in the second half currently in this game. So we're in the second half here. 15:55 left to go. Second half. By the way, Gonzaga is losing against Pacific. 34-33 the score. Nice. Unbelievable. So right now we're just on this timeout currently. How many accounts the man has, it's a shame. All people do is just sit behind the screen. That's the thing about some people is people just sit behind the screen, I guess, and have nothing better to do with their life and just bully people. It's ridiculous. Like, nobody needs to be bullied anymore. We're trying to create a good community for people to go on. So we are back to action here. 15:55 left to go. Stanford has it. Gonna take it past half court. They dribble up the left wing perimeter. Pass over to the top of the key to Silva. Moves it outside to Dallaire. And back over around the perimeter to Spencer Jones. Jones has it at the top of the key. Pass over to Morrell. Stanford inside the key. That's going to be a California foul picked up here, and it's going to send 2 shots to the line by Stanford by Dallaire. Hey, what's good, Keegan? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Gonzaga's losing. Unbelievable. 36-33, the score is. Drew Timmy just made a layup, so it's 36-35. First free throw missed it at the line by Stanford. Second one missed it off the mark as well. Rebound to Cal. Cal with the basketball. Too much time on the hands, I guess, of some people in life. Shot fake. Bentley takes the 3 off the mark. No good. Rebound Stanford. Cal's hanging in there, only down by 7. 15 minutes as we approach the mark remaining. Stanford has it. Bounce pass inside. Da Silva drives, and he gets fouled. So Oscar Da Silva going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 for Stanford. There's unknown again. First free throw, it's good. 45-37. Second free throw good, 46-37. 15 minutes remaining. It's going to be California basketball. Cal at the left wing. Moves it over to the right wing perimeter. Feeds it inside now. Off a double team underneath. Bounce pass and got it for Cal. They're hanging in there, making it a game. That's one thing today. Wow, Pacific up 40-35, man. Holy smokes. Stanford, top of the free throw circle. And Stanford travels with it, so they turn it over. Ball goes right back over to Cal. Yeah, Gonzaga should be able to break out. If something wrong happens, if they can't win that game, that's unfortunate. Approaching 14-10 left to go. Cal hits a three-point shot as they get knocked down. They're going to go to the line, shoot one. Matt Bradley putting his team on his back tonight, and this is only a 4-point game. Wow. Free throw is good. It's only a one-possession game. Approaching 14 minutes remaining. Stanford has it. Top of the key, Spencer Jones dribbles towards the Haas Pavilion H. Puts it back at the top. Moves it over to the left wing. Back outside for Stanford. Under 14 minutes left to go as they drive inside. Lost control of the basketball. It's going to go back over to Cal. Stanford choking past couple minutes. What a comeback by Cal. Turnovers crushing Stanford lately. It's going to be Cal ball. So Cal has it. At the top of the key, back outside. Jared Heidner in a one-on-one pass over to Matt Bradley. Matt Bradley having a great game tonight. Moves it over to the left wing to Joel Brown. Brown left baseline dribble. Brown on one man, passes over to the right corner, but the pass a little bit too wide. Hit the baseline, goes out of bounds, turnover Cal. All right, so 13-10 remaining. Lakers, yeah, the Lakers Nuggets should be a great game tonight between the two. Stanford at the right corner perimeter. 13 minutes left to go. Spencer Jones back out to the left wing. Shot fake Stanford. 5 in the shot clock. Gonna float it up the mid-range. Teardrop got it for 2. 48-43. Whoever that mod is, ain't gonna get nominated ever again to be a part of the mod squad. That is a lifetime ban. That is a lifetime ban, so whenever you're able to step up, so we know who you are, we take away that blue wrench from you, and we say bye-bye. 12:41 remaining. Stanford has the ball. They're going to dribble past half court. Back out top of the key. Pump fake De Silva. Puts it back outside. So they have it at the left elbow. Moves it back over to Oscar De Silva. De Silva drives inside the lane. Stripped of the ball. Gets it back and puts it up and in for 2. 7-point Stanford lead approaching the 12-minute mark remaining. Cal ball falling the key. The clock will stop here. It's away from the basketball, and it's going to be by California in the offensive foul. So turnover Cal, and Stanford is going to get it right back. Stanford takes it past half court. De Silva moves it over to Jones. Jones to the left wing, back out to the top of the key. They feed it back outside, over to De Silva here. De Silva one-on-one. Shot fake, drives, inside. Passes back out right corner, but they're going to say foul picked up by Cal. Reaching here by number 22 for California. Clock will stop with 12 minutes left to go. We're going to take a timeout. Andre Kelly picked up the personal. Matt Bradley keeping his team right in this game tonight for California. He's got himself 20 points. Over his season average of over 18 as we go on a timeout. Whoa. So we got under 12 minutes remaining, so 11:58 left to go as we're going to get back into this game. I haven't caught up with the other one, but I'll check it from time to time when I'm doing this. 50-43, under 12 minutes left remaining here. It's going to be Stanford ball. They take the three, top of the key, missed it off the mark, rebound Cal. Cal dribble pass half court. They swing it back over outside. Bentley, three-point shot, missed off the mark for Cal, rebound Stanford. 11:30 remaining in this one. Stanford takes it past half court, bounce past the right corner off the cut here. They'll circle around the rim, moves it back outside to Spencer Jones. Open three, got it. Stanford by 10. Approaching that 11-minute mark remaining. 7-zip run by Stanford. Cal struggling with the ball. They've turned it over 4 times in the last 3.5 minutes. Here's Cal with it. Right wing perimeter. They will dribble now at the free throw circle with Joel Brown. Back outside to Matt Bradley. He's got 20, leading scorer by far. Pass it in the traffic. Ball is going to get stolen away, though, by Stanford. Here goes the Cardinal as they're going to set it up. Not too many fast break points at all tonight. They're going to move it back to the right corner. 3 ball in the air. Missed it off the mark. No good. Tipped up. Rebound Cal. Here goes Cal with it. Bradley. Going to wait to set it up, though, for the Golden Bears. Matt Bradley. Bounce pass over to the right elbow into the hands of Kelly. Kelly going to have the ball inside as he tries to back his way, and Stanford picks up the personal. Third foul picked up by Kisunas as the clock will stop with 10:32. Blocking foul. Cal dishes underneath. They get stripped of the ball, and they're going to turn it over. Stanford gets the steal as the clock will stop with 10:26. Yeah, I remember last year it was pretty bad at one point too. Like we had people creating like team names and stuff like that, thinking that like they're this team and making all these accounts. Stanford shot fake, moves it back outside to the left corner. Moves it over inside the key to DeSilva. DeSilva mid-range, off the mark, no good. Cal comes up with the rebounds. Under 10 minutes left to go in this one, halfway through the second half. As Cal has it, Matt Bradley over to the top. Back out to Joel Brown at the right wing. Feeds Bradley now. Bradley bounce pass over into the hands of Lars Steinman. Passes off the cut underneath. Shot fake Bentley. He is double teamed met underneath. Bentley going to float it up at the left baseline. No good off the mark, and Stanford comes up with the rebounds. 9:30 left to go. Three ball in the air. Missed it off the mark. No good. Rebound. Cal. It's going to be Cal ball with 9:15 left to go. Golden Bears have it. Slows it down with Bradley. They move it out to the left corner. Why? Before that, though, whistle a foul called here on the court. Clock will stop. Under 9 minutes left to go. Both of these teams been stagnant, just stuck at the same score for quite a while. Cal backs their way inside, missed it, hit the front rim. It's going to get rebounded by Stanford. Stanford ball with under 9 minutes left to go. They have it at the left corner perimeter. Bounce pass off the cut to Silva. Throws it down with a two-handed jam. Stanford by 12. It's a good dunk right there off the cut. Nice feed. Here goes Cal, just swimming in mud right now offensively. That's what they've done throughout the entire season. Right baseline dribble, missed the layup off the back rim. A rebound Stanford, full court pass, got deflected. Last touched out of bounds though, but it goes out by Cal. So Stanford will get the basketball back with 8:19 on the clock. They drive inside, missed the shot, no good off the mark. It's going to go right back over to Cal. Approaching 8 minutes left to go. Cal has it at the top of the key. Bounce pass now inside underneath, puts it up, and that will be a foul. So Cal's going to go to the line, shoot two. Yeah, I'm going back and forth with it, Bradley, right now. All right, so we're going to go on a timeout once again here. 7:49 remaining. It's going to be free throws coming up in the line here by Cal right after the timeout here, folks. All right, so right now we're just in this timeout currently. A quick scoreboard update with that Gonzaga game. Gonzaga leading only by 4 against Pacific. 51-47 the score. Oregon State up against Washington 70-56. Minnesota leads Rutgers 54-48. And Wyoming trying to pull off the upset tonight against Colorado 60-56. Utah State looking good over Fresno State 62-42. Those are some of the scores going down tonight. Belmont Bruins improved to 19-1. They get the W over Eastern Illinois 89-61. Belmont looks really good, like a tournament bracket buster. Yeah, so in the past we've had people exposed here straight up on the stream. So if you want to be that person, come out and let us know. I think it's just locked in right now on what it was. So yeah, I'm not able to do that. So yeah, it's just stuck on public for now. It's weird. Very odd. So 55-43 currently the score. We're back from action. Cal at the free throw line hits both of them down. We got 7:30 left to go before I sign off this one tonight. It's going to be Cal basketball. Cal at the top of the key. They've yet to hit a single shot in the last 7 minutes, basically, for Cal. They take the open three at the right corner. Off the mark, no good. Tipped up and rebound by Stanford. Stanford has it with about 7:10 left to go. Yeah, not too many people in here tonight, unfortunately. This is probably the lowest stream I've had in, like, almost a year. It's too bad. Stanford drives inside, good for 2. Yeah, I don't know. I might think about doing something else for the channel and stuff like that. Because a lot of these college games just, for some reason, just aren't working out as I thought they'd be. It's too bad. So 7 minutes left to go, 10-point lead. Stanford bounce pass at the left baseline. Turnaround jumper, no good off the mark. Rebound, Cal. Cal gonna have it. They've just yet to score over the last 7 minutes, even hit a shot. Big pass underneath. That's good for 2, though. Yeah, nice rivalry game today. Today was supposed to be Vaughn's day, too. Yeah, I was talking earlier about the people streaming the games. It's just kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not gonna give up, but I don't know. It's just too bad. So we go on a timeout once again, 55-47 currently the score here. Yeah, so some of these days I really wonder like if YouTube's like even like worth it or so, or if I should just like go out, apply for another job or something like that, and just do other things. I guess it's too bad. This week's been one of those weeks. That's one thing. You guys, the real MVPs, though, really appreciate it. I remember when we had 4,500 people on the channel that were it was crazy, but hopefully for the tournament they're able to stop these illegal streams. That's the thing. That's the thing with hopefully the tournament we're able to reach 10,000, because if not, I'm probably gonna have to like go like another way like next year or so towards my content, because the main thing I did was to do play-by-play here. We were supposed to build up like we did last season, where we got so many people out here on the stream last season. Kentucky versus Louisville, we got over 7,000 viewers, over 500 people in the chat. Duke versus UNC, the buzzer beater that went into double overtime, and we got the game winner that I covered, over 8,000 viewers. And like these games, it's just unfortunate. And so, some of the times they do cut those streams loose, like Oklahoma, Alabama, the last like 5 minutes. But if they did that like when the stream started, and if they're on top of that, that would really help out or so. And hopefully they do that for March Madness. By the way, Gonzaga leading Pacific 55-50. Hey, thanks so much, Steve. Really appreciate it, man, for hanging in here and being a part of the stream tonight, bud. You the man, Vegas. You guys the MVPs out here. Vaughn, Braden, Ethan, Warren. I don't know anymore. Mod Squads. Bradley here as well. My man behind the arc fan supporting out on this stream right now. He went back to school, so he's out in Australia. He told me he's back to school, but hope all is well, brother. Hopefully I'll be able to catch him for the Celtics game, because I think it's Saturday in his area for that one. So we're back into it here. This was a big game for Vaughn tonight, and it's too bad, man. Keep your head up, Vaughn. Keep it up, brother. You the legend, man. Vaughn here. We got 6:20 left to go. You guys are awesome here on the stream. I hope everything's okay with Jason and everything. I haven't seen him now for 2 nights. So last time I heard from Jason was when I told him that my girlfriend received the package in the mail. My man Anth as well. You guys the legend. 6 minutes left to go. 55-47. We get back into it. Tomorrow will be the NBA with the Celtics Clippers, so that should be able to get in good amount of people into that one. Cal has it. Takes the 3. Missed it off the mark. No good. Stanford gets the rebounds. Be 5:50 remaining on the clock in this one. Stanford basketball. Dallaire passes over top of the free throw circle. Back outside to Spencer Jones. Still around the perimeter. Bounce pass now inside for Stanford. It's a good game by Cal. Able to just hang in here. Stanford scores for 2, and that's good. 57-47. Unbelievable that Gonzaga is only up by 5 against Pacific, 57-52. Pacific throwing out their best today. They must have talked to St. Mary's to learn more about what like rattles Gonzaga or so, getting some inside information there. That's going to be a turnover Out of bounds by Cal as they flung it over at the baseline underneath off the cut, and they turned it over. So Stanford has it back. That is turnover 15 by Cal. Approaching 5 left to go on the clock in this one. Dallaire now with the ball. Dallaire dribbles free throw circle. Oh, this channel was pumping throughout the playoffs. Hopefully we're able to get that again. I really do hope so, man. Yeah, of course, man. Friday's always great. Always great towards the growth on these streams for big Friday games lately. .455 left to go. It's going to be free throws here at the line by Stanford. They missed in the bonus. No good. Cal down made 10, but they're just stagnant here at 47. Under 5 minutes left to go, and they lost the basketball, but tapped out of bounds from behind by Stanford. Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Cannot believe how far I've came. Like, we're almost at 10,000. It's crazy. I took a look back at my analytics, though. We've had over 1,800 people unsub, which is just ridiculous. Probably a bunch of those people from the playoffs that came in and stuff like that. It's too bad. Wish they could at least stick here on the channel and be a part. First free throw good. Cal hits at the line. They were followed in the late portion of that as well. Hey, thanks so much, Ant. Appreciate it, my man. My man Vegas, appreciate it. Yeah, Ethan puts out Celtics Clippers. Hopefully able to bounce back in a big way tomorrow. Yeah, I was talking about that on Saturday, how the Celtics lost against the Lakers, and what you got to keep on doing in life. You're gonna have these struggles, but yeah, it's all about how you bounce back from them, and that's all that matters is just how you bounce back from the struggles in life. Just take it day by day. 4:30 remaining. Stanford has it inside, and that's going to be a Cal foul here. They're going to go to the line and shoot 2. So, yeah, we're getting to the end of this one tonight. 4:24 left to go. Stanford shooting 2 at the charity stripe coming up. Number 13, Oscar da Silva, hits his first one. He has got 22 points tonight by da Silva in this game. So the top 2 scores for both of these teams with 22 currently, with Matt Bradley for Cal, Oscar da Silva for Stanford. Both of the top 1 and 2 in the Pac-12 and scoring leaders. Second one's good by Stanford, and this has just been one of those slow-moving games today. Oh yeah, indeed, resilience for sure. 4:15 left to go. California basketball. Bounce past the right elbow. I remember jumper no good off the mark by Cal. They do get the offensive rebound. They get slapped in the face getting up for that. And they're going to go to the free throw line shoot in the bonus. Resilience and perseverance. Those are 2 big key words there Steve is putting out for sure. Indeed, man. Definitely what you got to do. Bounce back. Just keep on moving forward. That's the big key there. Bradley puts out the community has changed his life. I'm glad to have each and every single one of you guys be a part here. It's been incredible. 4 minutes remaining, Stanford ball. Stanford around the perimeter. So now they'll bounce past it inside. Da Silva kicks it back outside. 3 ball in the air. Got it. Good for the triple. 62-49. Stanford able to pull away in the final 4. Credit to Cal, though. They made it a close game. Able to hold Stanford quite a bit in this one. So I actually got to call a pretty good matchup tonight. I thought that California could have a good chance to get blown out here, and I'm glad that they're not down by 20, 25, 30 right now. So good job by Cal in this game, making it a ball game tonight, going up against an NCAA tournament team that Stanford is right now and on the bubble. Quote by Big Sean, which we need to apply tomorrow. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back. Oh, yeah. So we go on a timeout here. Looks like we got another account saying B-Tab fan out on the stream right now. B-Tab fan is in bed, the actual one. Yeah, Vegas puts out, if you'd never seen my football channel, the Patriots versus Lions, the preseason game. Never would have stumbled upon the basketball channel here. So glad I found my basketball channel. Appreciate it, my man, for sticking in here, being a part in these streams throughout this time. I remember Vegas found my stream in the preseason opener, Patriots against the Lions. That was my most successful football stream, I believe. I'm thinking about it. I think a good amount of people maybe found my channel from the football streams, actually. I'm pretty sure, I don't know anymore, found it from the Patriots-Dolphins game, I think. Rutgers beating Minnesota 62-60. Got a lot of close games out there right now. Gonzaga pulling away a little bit from Pacific, 62-52 to score. And Colorado State up by only 1 against Wyoming, 63-62. Utah State has won tonight over Fresno State, 69-53. So we're back into it. That was some nice sarcasm there by the account that just got timed out. Yeah, big oof. I average like 9 subs a week now. It's really slowed down. That's one thing. Yeah, I don't know anymore. Found my channel, Patriots Dolphins Week 17. Yeah, with the people that showing the games illegally, doing all that stuff. It's too bad. Yeah, somebody was on my Providence versus Villanova comments to that stream. Just the comments really just made me mad. I actually left up the comments there, but I saw that person comments on the stuff for NCAA March Madness and stuff like that. I just left them up there. Just okay, I'll just leave them up there. It's fine, but just rude towards myself being a Providence fan in general, I guess. Yeah, 63 subs a week. We'll get there. Much better. I remember when we were getting like 300 a day. Yeah, I had people going in the comment section of some of my videos going off it for some of those conference rankings videos. Like, I had to delete comments because it got so bad and things like that. Just people going off against each other in some of those conference rankings ones I did. I think the Big Ten and the SEC, people were going off against each other on those. So we're back to action here. 62-49 to score. 3.5 left to go. Cal dribbles left baseline to the bucket. They get fouled, and they're going to go to the line shoot 2. Oh, I got you there. That's too funny. It's actually Braden, it looks like, trying to put some inspiration in me. First free throw good by Cal. No problem, man. Yeah, we weren't sure about that account. Second free throw good. 62-51. 3.5 left to go. It's going to be Stanford basketball. Stanford takes the pass half court. At the left elbow. Puts it back outside to Spencer Jones. Jones to the right wing perimeter. Yeah, Ian puts out, help me if he's missing someone. But Arizona, last West Coast team to win an NCAA men's title. Yeah, that was back in 1997. So Gonzaga has the chance to make it happen this season. California, now with a ball off the missed jumper by Stanford. Gonzaga, let's see here, taking a look at the score. Gonzaga leading Pacific now. Yeah, they pulled away 70-54, the score. As California hits the jumper, that's good for 2. 53-62, 2:40 remaining. Yeah, I remember that Raptors Lakers there in the bubble. That was Saturday night when the Raptors had that big upset. Stanford turns the corner, drives inside, and they get stripped of the basketball. It goes out of bounds. Clock will stop with 2:31 left to go. Yep, Gonzaga against UNC a few years back. Yeah, Oregon hasn't won recently. As Stanford cuts to the bucket, good for 2, and they're going to put it up and in off the backboard for 2. Yeah, Vegas thought Gonzaga was going to lose at one point in that game. They were down by like 5 points at one point early on. And now Gonzaga up by 16. Yeah, Gonzaga and Baylor, they're in close games. A lot of these games in the first half, they're in close games, but it's how you adjust. And it's how both of these teams have made adjustments this season. Gonzaga has played multiple games in the first half closer than usual, but in the second half, that's where they really open it up for Gonzaga. Second, with the and one at the line, missed it off the mark, no good. Rebounds by Cal here. Ian puts out, seriously amped up for UC Riverside, though. USC is getting it. Yeah, I agree. USC is looking good, receiving votes once again. They've done a great job this season, so they should be able to get in. Approaching 2 minutes remaining. At the top of the key, Stanford now with the basketball. They slow it down. 16 turnovers by Cal. Yeah, it's just been stagnant for the past 4 days, and I've streamed a lot. Like I streamed games on Saturday too with a triple header. I didn't gain a single sub on Saturday. That's how bad these ESPN games with people streaming them have done. As Matt Bradley just picked up his 5th personal. Oh, wow, Cal Baptist isn't eligible postseason play 2023-2024. I actually didn't hear about that. Lil Uzi Vert's diamond in his forehead. Interesting. Minute and a half remaining before we sign out here. Cal, 3-point shot. No good off the mark. A rebound, Stanford. It's actually 66-53. Me or Chicago State? That's a good question. I would take you, I don't know anymore, because Chicago State would forfeit that game. Any way possible, they would forfeit that one. Do I think Baylor will remain undefeated for the rest of the year? I would love to see that. Baylor and Gonzaga, both of the teams undefeated in the national title. But I'm going to say no there. I think at some time Baylor's going to slip up. It's probably going to be when you least expect it. I think it'll probably be against West Virginia. When they take on West Virginia, they get a back-to-back against West Virginia, and those games are so tough when they play back-to-backs. That's the thing. Because usually a lot of games this season in a pandemic year, they've been splitting the series a ton for the back-to-backs. So 68-53, minute and 8 left to go as the time stops. It's gonna be Cal at the line. Yeah, the throwback. Thanks so much, Ant. He joined in. He actually found my throwback stream, Utah against Kentucky. Wow, that's a throwback to no sports was going on in March. We had no tournament, so I was just streaming, just doing random streams. And I was actually shocked that people actually found those streams. Like, I remember I streamed Loyola Chicago against Miami, and we had a bunch of people just randomly come in for my throwback game there. Vaughn doesn't want me to pick up his players because he had to drop because of the injuries. Oh, yeah, I won't touch him. Is Stanford an NCAA tournament team? I'm going to say yes. they're probably going to make it in as the last 4 in. So they're going to be, if I had to project Stanford here, they will be in that play-in rounds as a 12 seed. Let's see, it's going to be Stanford, probably Stanford, Seton Hall in the play-in rounds. Like teams like those. Trying to see here. Stanford, Seton Hall. Who else is like gonna be nearing that 12 mark? That would be playing around material. Maryland, Penn State. Those teams right there. That's right now on the bubble. Fritos, both of them good at the line by Cal. 68-55. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be a big March Madness, man. I really can't wait. I remember I streamed Selection Sunday 2 years ago, and we got like a ton of people in, like a bunch of new people in, and I hope that we can do that once again, where they're able to take away the people who's actually streaming the screen, and they all go to one channel, and instead we actually have all the people who's doing the reactions that are telling you guys about which teams are going in. How many games will I stream in a day once March Madness comes? I'm probably going to do a like triple headers or so, most likely. I think that's what I did 2 years ago, was three games in a day for Monday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday it would be now. No Thursday for some reason this year. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bracket challenge too. I want to do. So we'll do a bracket challenge. We'll probably discuss which one will be best or so, an NCAA one, or that they do on the, I think, yeah, NCAA site, or maybe the ESPN one. All determines on what you guys want to do. We can talk about it later. 69-55 as Stanford hits the free throw. Currently 5 a.m. here. Hey, thanks so much, Ant, for staying up, man. Wow, really early, bud. Appreciate the dedication, brother, on the channel. Luckily, he has no training or a game in the morning. Wow. So, 43 seconds left to go before we sign out on this one. But yeah, hopefully when we get to the tournament here, it'll be totally different, and that's where hopefully they can crack down on these illegal streams showing the actual game. They did that 2 years ago. Last year they did it to the ESPN games, and this year they haven't done any of that. Even for the NBA games, like there were people streaming the NBA games yesterday, because we didn't get any new people in to the NBA stream yesterday. Final 40 seconds remaining. Left corner 3, Cal takes it. No good, rattled out. Defensive rebound underneath Stanford. 30 seconds left to go as we've hit the top of the hour here. Stanford has it. Before you sign off, make sure spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And big thank you to Edwin here as well, as he's a part of the membership team out here, a new member. So we got 7 members now onto the stream. So my man Edwin joined today. Gonzaga, final minute and a half over Pacific. They lead at 73-58. 20 seconds remain in this one before I sign out. Gonna lead the Stanford free throws. And it's 70-55. Alright, so Cal with the basketball here, and they will take a pass half court, fires a 3, final 15 seconds, missed, no good. And Stanford gets the rebounds, as they will dribble past half court, and this game has gone final. Stanford comes in, they do their job, and they get the W in this game, because they were playing on the bubble for this one today. I think they were part of like the last 4 grouping, according to Joe Lunardi, and able to do their job tonight. Not like some of the teams, losing against teams with like 3-8, 4-8 records in the past week or so. We know who those are. But Stanford gets the W here, 70-55 over Cal, the final out in this one. Thanks so much, guys, for dropping them by. Hang in there. We'll bounce back tomorrow. We'll have a good late night stream tomorrow here as well, able to bounce back. And hopefully the Celtics able to bounce back as well. They take on the Clippers Next one I'll stream here. Going to wrap up, close out to the members here. Keep your heads up, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Have a nice night, everyone. Big thank you out to the mod squad here. Real MVPs, legends out on the stream. Before I go, we got a new channel member out here. We got 7 members on the stream now. Jack, Jason, the sports expert, Warren, Aaron, Robert, and Edwin. The part of the membership on here on the stream. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome for being a part here. The mods and the members. Gonna sign off right now. And enjoy the rest of your Thursday.